Hello everyone, it's me, Sanjay Vasu, back again for another video. This time I'm doing it on Cambridge Secondary 1 Checkpoint for Mathematics Paper 1, October 2017. There's no calculator allowed, let's start. Question 1. Write these decimals in order of size, starting with the smallest. So first of all, let's see the ones digit. Over here, there's two of them with 0 as the ones digit. Now next, tenth digit. 7 is in the tens digit for both. Now for the hundredth digit, there's 5, and we can write this as 0.70, so that'll be 0 there. This is the smallest, and then 0.75 is next. Now for the ones digit of 1, we have 1 as the tenth digit here, and the tenth digit here is 2. So 1.1 is less, and then 2.1 is the largest. Question 2. Solve the equation 3r plus 7 is 34. That means 3r is equal to 34 minus 7, which is 27. And r is equal to 9. Question 3. Take the expression that's the same as 6 plus 2 into e. That means we do 2 into e first. So 2e, and we add 6. So 2e plus 6, which is that. That's the answer. Question 4. Work out 28 into 36 by 18. We can do 36 by 18. That'll be equal to 2. So 28 into 2, which is equal to 56. That's the answer. Question 5. A pen costs p cents. Write down the formula for the cost c cents of n pens. So if the cost of one pen is p cents, the cost of the total for a number of pens is p, the cost, multiplied by n, the number of pens. So c is equal to np. That's the answer. Question 6. A. Complete the gaps to show the relationship between the units. First one's been done for you. When you go from millimeters to centimeters, we divide by 10. Going from kilograms to grams, we multiply by 1,000. Going from milliliters to liters, we just divide by 1,000. That's the answer. B. Convert 856 meters to kilometers. So, meters to kilometers, we divide by 1,000. So, 856 by 1,000, that'll be equal to 0.856 kilometers. That's the answer. Question 7. Mike is investigating this hypothesis. Students spend more time doing homework as they get older. Take the two variables Mike must collect information about to investigate this hypothesis. What do we need to measure in this? We need to measure the time which person does homework and the age of the person, because as they get older. So age of student and time spent doing homework is our answer. Question 8. Here are the descriptions of two numbers. The smallest multiple of 5 greater than 1,000 and the largest multiple of 9 with 3 digits. Work out the difference between these two numbers. The smallest multiple of 5 greater than 1,000 is just 1,000 plus 5, which is equal to 1,005. So we can write 1,005, and then the largest multiple of 9 with 3 digits, so that means it's smaller than 1,005 because it has 4 digits. The largest multiple of 9 with 3 digits is just 999. So if we subtract 1,005 minus 999, we just get 6. That's the answer. Question 9. Work out A. 7 by 10 plus 1 by 5. That'll simply be 7 by 10 plus 2 by 10, which is equal to 9 by 10. B. 5 1 by 4 minus 2 1 by 3. That'll be 21 by 4 minus 7 by 3. Now you can multiply this one by 3 on both sides to get 63 by 12 minus, multiply this by 4 on both sides, 28 by 12. And when we subtract it, we will get 35 by 12, which is equal to 211 by 12. That's the answer. Question 10. Here's a number fact. 137 into 14 is 1918. Use the number fact to work these out. A. 137 to 0.14. That'll be equal to, because this divided by 100 is that, so we find the answer is also divided by 100, so 19.18. B. 1918 by 13.7. So because we're dividing by a smaller number, this one divided by 10, that's 13.7. 13.7 multiplied by a larger number will be 1918 multiplied by 14 into 10, which is 140, right? So that means 1918 divided by 13.7 is just 140. That's the answer. Question 11. A right-angled triangle has sides of length 5, 12, and 13 centimeters. Draw a ring around the length of the hypotenuse for this triangle. The hypotenuse is always the longest side, and the longest side is 13 centimeters, so that's our answer. Question 12. Some fractions are equivalent to recurring decimals. For example, 1 by 3 is equal to 0.333 ... Some fractions are equivalent to terminating decimals. For example, 3 by 4 is equal to 0.75. Write each of the following fractions in the correct position in the table. The recurring decimals, we have 1 by 3 and 3 by 4 as given here. Now, 2 by 9, if we divide it, we will get 0.22222 will go on. So it's recurring. We can put 2 by 9 here. 2 by 5, if we make it into decimal, it's 0.4, which is terminating, so 2 by 5 comes here. 7 by 20, make it into a decimal, is 0.35, so it comes terminating. 5 by 6, if we make it into a decimal, it'll be equal to 0.83333, so on, multiple 3's, and that's why it's a recurring decimal. Now 1 by 30, if you make that into a decimal, it'll become 0.033333, so on. So that's also recurring. We can put 1 by 30 here. That's the answer. Question 13. Add together 5 and minus 1. That's just 5 plus minus 1, 4. Add together minus 2 and minus 3. Minus 2 minus 3 is just minus 5. Subtract minus 3 from 5. That'll be 5 minus minus 3, which is equal to 5 plus 3, 8. Question 14. Drawings on all the cube numbers. So 6 is not a cube number. 8 is a cube number because 2 cubes equal to 8. 9 is not a cube number. 36 is not a cube number, and 64 is a cube number because 4 cubed is 64. So you can draw rings on 8 and 64. Question 15. 6 points are shown on the coordinate grid. A, B, C, D, E, and F. Write down the coordinates of the point where the perpendicular bisector of AC meets the bisector of angle BFE. If we connect these to make the angle BFE, that's 90 degrees over here, and the bisector will be 45 degrees. So it will be a line here, like that. And now the perpendicular bisector of the line AC, I'll draw AC here. Perpendicular bisector of this line will be the line y equals 5, just like that. It intersects at this point, which is 3, 5. So x3, y is 5. That's our answer. Question 16. Lily and Jamila count the number of broken biscuits they find in packets of biscuits. Lily opens 50 packets and Jamila opens 100 packets. Number of broken biscuits they each find is shown in the table. Number of broken biscuits in the packet is 0, 1, and 2 or more. Lily's frequencies are given here and Jamila's are over here. Lily and Jamila each use their own results to estimate the probability that the number of broken biscuits is 0 in one packet. A. Complete the table to show their estimates. Lily's estimate and Jamila's estimate. As you can see, Lily has 31 for a number of broken biscuits 0, and total is 50. So Lily's estimate will be 31 by 50 because this probability. And for Jamila, it's 73 out of total 100, so 73 by 100. B. Take the name of the person whose estimate is likely to be more accurate, Lily or Jamila, and give a reason for your answer. Jamila is the correct answer because she has done the experiment. This is technically an experiment, for more times than Lily did. Or otherwise, you can say she has repeated it more times. That's the answer. Question 17. Work out 360 by 5 into 2 squared minus 10. That's equal to 360 divided by 5 into 4 minus 10. 360 divided by 20 minus 10. And that'll be 360 divided by 10, which is 36. That's the answer. Question 18. 16 can be written as the power of 2. 16 is 2 to the power 4. A. Write 1 as the power of 2. Anything to the power 0 is 1, so we can write 2 to the power 0 also as 1. B. Write 1 by 8 as the power of 2. So 1 by 8 can be written as 1 by 2 to the power of 3. And then x to the power of minus n is equal to 1 by x to the power of n. So we can say this is 2 to the power of minus 3. That's the answer. Question 19. The diagram shows information about the ages of people living in a country between the years of 1960 and 2010. A. People in this country are living longer than they used to. write down how the graph shows evidence for this. So as you can see, the triangle, which is the line for 65 years and above, that's the one which is increasing out of these. So the line for 65 years and above increases over time, increases in gradient over time. That's the answer. B. Estimate the year when the percentage of people aged 65 years and above was first greater than the percentage of people aged 0 to 14 years. 65 years and above is here and 0 to 14 is here. The two lines intersect at this one over here, which is actually 1996 because the divisions are in groups of 2 years for one small division there. That's why we have 1992, 1994, 1996 over there. The first year after 1996 is simply 1997, which comes here. And if you look closely, you can see that the line over here is just above this one there at 1997. That's why we can say that 1997 is our answer. Let's go to question 20. Here are the two drawings of the same shape on isometric paper. One face of the shape is shaded. The shape is made from centimeter cubes. Find the number of centimeter cubes used to make the shape. Let's see the number of centimeter cubes. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But that's not all, because there's one hidden right below this shape over here, this cube. There's one, because that's given over here. If you rotate this 90 degrees, it'll become this one. So there's an extra one, which is the seventh one. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4 inside, 5, 6, 7. 7 cubes. Question 21. Write a number in the box to make this calculation correct. 23 plus 4 into something is equal to 51. Let's write the something as A. So 23 plus 4A equals 51. 4A is equal to 51 minus 23, which is 28. A is equal to 28 by 4, which is 7. That's the answer. So we can write 7 here. Question 22. Write down the value of 2.3 squared minus negative 2.3 the whole squared. So that will be equal to 2.3 squared minus 2.3 squared, because 2.3 squared in the positive and negative form is the same thing. So negative 2.3 the whole squared is the same thing as 2.3 squared. So when we do that, we just get 0 because these two just cancel out. That's the answer. Question 23. The nth term of a sequence is n to n plus 1 by 2. Show that the sum of the fifth term and sixth term is a square number. So the fifth term is equal to 5 into 5 plus 1 by 2, which is equal to 15 if we do it correctly. Now the sixth term is equal to 6 into 6 plus 1 by 2, which is equal to 21 if you do it correctly. 15 plus 21 is equal to 36, which is equal to 6 squared. So it is a square number. And that's proven. That's the answer. Question 24. In an exam, 2/5 of the students get grade A, 35% get grade B, and the rest get grade C. 10 students get grade C. Work out the number of students who get grade A. First, let's convert both of these to decimals. So grade A will be 2 by 5 of the total, which is 0.4 of the total. And for grade B, it's 35% of the total, which is 0.35 of the total. So grade C is equal to 1 minus 0.4 minus 0.35, because 1 is the complete thing, 1 full part, and these are parts of that total. So we can get 0.25 of the total, and that's equal to 10 students. As given in the question over here, 10 students get grade C, which is 0.25 the total. So let's give the total as x. I'll just write that. 0.25x is equal to 10, and that means x is equal to 10 by 0.25, which is 10 by 0.25. That'll be 10 divided by 1 by 4, 10 into 4, which is 40. Now, the number of students to get grade A will be 2 by 5 into the total, which is 40. That'll be equal to 16 students. That's the answer. Question 25. The diagram shows the relationship between the mass, m grams, of a block of gold and its volume. A block with volume of 20 centimeters cube has a mass of 380 grams. Complete the equation connecting m and v. The mass is 380 and the volume is 20. So when you multiply 20 into 19, we get 380. So that means when you multiply the volume by 19, we get the mass. So 19v. That's the answer. So there's another method to do this. We can use the formula mass equal to density into volume. So that means mass is 380. That's equal to 20d. That means d is equal to 380 by 20, which is 19. And that means you can substitute m is equal to 19v. That's the answer. Work out the mass of a block of gold with the volume of 12 centimeters cube. So that means we get 19 into 12. That's equal to the mass. So that'll be equal to, if we do it correctly, 228 grams. That's the answer. Question 26. Write as a single fraction 1 by 2x plus 1 by x. That's equal to, if you multiply this fraction both sides by 2, we get 1 by 2x plus 2 by 2x, which is equal to 3 by 2x. That's the answer. Question 27. The diagram shows a scale drawing of Rajiv's garden. The scale is 1 centimeter equals 2 meters. Rajiv wants to put a seat in his garden. He wants the seat to be more than 4 meters from the patio and more than 8 meters from the tree marked X. Show clearly on the diagram the region where Rajiv can put his seat. Label the region R. So first, we'll convert the meters to centimeters using the scale. 4 meters equal to 4 by 2, which is 2 centimeters. 8 meters equal to 8 by 2, which is 4 centimeters. Now, we need to make sure that it's not inside any of these regions, because it should be more than 4 meters from the patio and more than 8 meters from the tree. So how do we draw more than 4 meters from the patio? That means more than 2 centimeters from the patio, which means we can draw a line which is 2 centimeters away from the patio in every way. We can measure 2 centimeters over here and over there, and simply draw a line using our ruler, just like that. And this length over here should be 2 centimeters. The same thing should be over here. Now, more than 8 meters from the tree, which means more than 4 centimeters from the tree. We can take our compass and make the length of the compass as 4 centimeters. Then we place the compass needle on the tree, and then we simply draw the circle, something like this it'll look. And I'll just adjust it a bit, because when you take 4 centimeters and draw the circle from the point over here using compass needle, this arc of the circle will touch this borderline of the patio. By the way, here I've not used any measuring tools. For example, I've not used ruler or compass. I've just showed you exactly how to use them in this question. By the way, you actually don't need to draw this part of the circle. We can just erase that for now, just like that. And also make sure that the radius is 4 centimeters wherever you measure it from. And now we need to make sure that it is more than 4 meters from the patio, more than 8 meters from the tree. That means it cannot be inside the regions which I have drawn, the circle and the rectangle. So it has to be outside, which means it has to be this region over here, which I shall simply shade in a red color, like so. Just like that. And I label this as R. That's the answer. Question 28. Solve these simultaneous equations. M plus 3m equals 1 and 2m minus n is 16. Use an algebraic method to work out your answer. So let's say this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. That means we can say multiply 1 by 2. We get 2m plus 6n is equal to 2. And this is equation 3. Now we can do 3 minus 2 to get rid of the m. So 2m plus 6n is equal to 2. And then 2m minus n is equal to 16. We're subtracting here. So that means we can cancel out the m's. 6n minus n, which is equal to 7n. That's equal to minus 14. So n is equal to minus 2. We got that. Now we can substitute. So I'll just draw a line here first. Substituting, n is equal to minus 2 into the equation 2. So 2m minus 2 is equal to 16. 2m plus 2 equals 16. And that means 2m is equal to 14. And now m is equal to 14 by 2, which is 7. That's the answer. And with that, I've come to the end of my video. Please like this video, subscribe to our channel, share this video with your friends and family, and comment on how you think this video was. With that, it's me, Sanjay Vasu, signing out. Thank you. Bye.